I've gotta get out of here before it's too late. There at the door like a bag of wolves. Before I knew it, I'm at the gate. There behind me. Oh.
Witam wszystkich w kolejnym odcinku Call of Cthulhu. Z tej strony oczywiście Snow i znajdujemy się aktualnie w antykwariacie, do którego ktoś się ewidentnie włamał. I zapewne ta osoba nie będzie nam miła, o ile tutaj jeszcze się znajduje. Na razie chcę tutaj przeszukać jak najwięcej i jak najwięcej znaleźć. O! Darkwater History. No to mnie akurat mało co interesuje, bardziej interesują mnie książki, które pozwolą podnieść nasze zdolności w medycynie i okultyzmie. Halo?
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Dobra, szukamy wskazówek, szukamy śladów.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Ale to jakby już wychodzili.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Oni czegoś szukali, dobrze wiedzieli czego.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sary Hawkins' painting possess?
Może lepiej nie wiedzieć.
Sary Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sary Hawkins case.
Czyli teraz będziemy mieli zagadkę z sejfem.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Na 3 cylindrach ukrytych tam, gdzie życie i nauka splątają się w świecie Greków. Każdy cylinder ma przypadkowy numer, chociaż jak mówi pewien uznany pisarz, porządek to zadowolenie umysłu, a chaos to rozkosz dla wyobraźni. Jeżeli jakimś cudem pojawi się osoba, czy raczej geniusz, dorównująca mi intelektem, która odgadnie kombinację do sejfu, proszę o oddanie jego zawartości pod opiekę mojego przyjaciela i kolegi po fachu, profesora jakiegoś tam z uniwersytetu Miskatonik, co to? A nie mógł tu zapisać kombinacji?
strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Miejsca. To jest tak. Okultyzm. Serio, będę musiał tutaj kombinować z szyfrem. Nie lubię. Nie lubię takich zagadek.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Dobra, mowa była o jakichś 3 cylindrach. Wow.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions.
4.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
4, 8, 6.
Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Ja pierdzielę.
Another volume by Arkham editions. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
A ile tych cylindrów mamy? 3.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
A przepraszam bardzo, gdzie ja mam ich O.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
9.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
6,
Drake talked about a particular
8,
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was
4.
talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Mówił o 9. Dziewiętnaście 08? A tam są 3 pokrętła. No nie. Czekajcie. Jeszcze raz. Pierwszy
And
cylinder.
these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Trzeci, zakładając, że mamy 3 pokrętła, każdy cylinder będzie odpowiadał jednemu pokrętle. Cylinder trzeci wskazuje na trzecie pokrętło. Mamy tutaj bezpośrednią liczbę 9 jako tom 9 tej całej antologii. Czyli jedną cyfrę byśmy ewentualnie mieli. Cylinder drugi.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Mowa jest o rozgrywce szachowej. Gdzieś tu... Gdzieś widziałem szachy. Nie. Tutaj.
The Queen has little protection.
Ja się nie znam na szachach. Które to królowa? Królowa, no to... Kurde, no nie wiem, które to... Stoi na... Czekajcie.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling,
Biała
and my
królowa,
will
mroczni
strengthens
rycerze.
as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
No jest, Biała Królowa, Mroczni Rycerze dookoła. Ale... w zależności od tego, jak się patrzy, to albo stoi na... Czy to chodzi o liczbę pionków, która ją otacza? Czy pole, na którym stoi? Bo to jest albo drugie, albo czwarte. Czyli mamy do dyspozycji 5, 4, 3. Tak? Nie, 4, 3, 2. Co? Ja sobie wezmę kartkę. Będę jak detektyw. Czyli mamy na pewno jedną cyfrę 9. Później mamy 4, 3 i 2 ewentualnie.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Mowa o Gralu. Kielich. To coś jest.
The chalice of knowledge.
Mówił o czerwonych. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dobrze liczę? Uszy po bokach, czyli mamy raz, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raz, 2. Z tej strony widzimy 2. Czyli mielibyśmy kombinację 5, 4, 9, 5, 3, 9, 5, 2, 9. A, to jest to do napełnienia. Czyli dobra, pierwsza kombinacja była 5, 4, 9. Dziewiątka jest na pewno. Piątka też. Przynajmniej tak mi się wydaje. A tutaj czwórka. Na początek. No nie. Później była trójka. Dobra. Czyli kombinacja to 5, 3, 9. To wygląda... Pierwsze skojarzenie, jak zobaczyłem tą księgę Necronomicon. Sauron. Nie no, znowu. Książka poprawy z ludzkiej skóry Necronomicon. Ale to co... Ja nie chcę znowu do tego instytutu.
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
To co, teraz jesteśmy pielęgniarką?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor, after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Czy on się przemienia w ośmiornicę?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Jego ciało przechodzi
I
mutację.
almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Oskarżymy go.
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the
No,
meantime,
raczej
take
nie.
care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Z szaleńcem.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder, and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Naprawdę dziwne. Nagle gramy lekarką.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Teraz pytanie, co my tutaj możemy zrobić tak naprawdę?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
O kim ty gadasz?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Nie wyobraż... Naprawdę, przedziwne miejsce. Co to w ogóle jest? Rozumiem, że to jest jakaś sauna, myjnia. Ale sposób traktowania pacjentów... A tak czy siak mamy się dostać do gabinetu doktora Fullera.
She's a witch, an old hag.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Administracja. Jakieś stare skrzydło szpitala, nieużywane od dawna. A tak jak mówiłem, tyle dobrze, że mamy swobodę poruszania się. Aha. Nie mamy możliwości wejścia w umiejętności Pierce'a.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
O kurde, przepraszam szanowną panią. Boiler room.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
We've been waiting to be restocked
And
for
the
weeks.
answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Ty stara wiedźmo.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Odetnij wodę. Właśnie, właśnie. Też mi to przyszło na myśl. Tylko jak to zrobić?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Jakieś klucze? Coś takiego?
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor. Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry. The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Kto wziął klucze? Kurczę, niby mamy możliwość poruszania się swobodnego po tym szpitalu. O, siema.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake, every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience here.
I tak jak miałem mówić, ale zobaczyłem naszego przyjaciela, więc postanowiłem zagadać. Mamy możliwość swobodnego poruszania się po tym szpitalu, ale nie mamy za dużo rzeczy do zrobienia. Medycyna, no. Co mi tam medycyna? Medycyna w szpitalu, w takim szpitalu, no. Kto to widział? Blok A. Mieliśmy iść na blok B.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
No, przyglądanie się temu i macanie to nic nie zmieni.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Tutaj nie ma... O.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
No, do roboty. Dobra, ale wróćmy do tego, co mieliśmy zrobić. Musimy...
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Jasny gwint, no chodzimy i rozmawiamy z pacjentami. Symulator lekarza.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
I tak powinno być. Na szczęście nie miałem tej nieprzyjemności wylądować w szpitalu, ale widziałem, jakie dają jedzenie.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
A ta dalej tam stoi. Idzie stąd. Jak to rozwiązać?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Everybody says it. She's a witch. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Czekajcie, pójdę za rurą. O tak. Gdzie może iść? Oddawaj klucze.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Dobra, ale do cholery jasnej, jak się tam dostać?
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
A ta dalej ma co tą... Nawet kroplówką nie można nazwać.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Tutaj nas jeszcze nie było. Storage room.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please,
Skończyłaś już?
the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
A nie, my tu byliśmy, to po prostu dookoła idzie. No naprawdę, nie wiem. Nie wiem, co ja mogę tutaj zrobić.
Thank you. Would you know
Oh.
where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you. I'll be going.
Betty, 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 Betty. To ta w tym łazience?
Everybody says it. She's a witch. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet.
Thank God.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Betty, Betty.
The key to the boiler room.
Znalazłem.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Co się tak przybliżasz? Co? Co? Blok B. W biurze jakimś?
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to... but be warned.
You are right. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you.
W biurze bloku B. Blok B. Gdzie jest biuro bloku B? Wreszcie.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Kotłownia. Gdzie jest kotłownia? Tu.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Narzędzie. Gdzie był magazyn? Jest. I z powrotem.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight. Go chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
Dobra.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. I should go another way.
Dobra, drzwi pozamykane.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Ancient files. I was right.
To było proste. Jeszcze coś tutaj możemy? Co, zamkniemy drzwi.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Dalej mamy przeszukiwać gabinet.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sary Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are possible.
Spalony but, który my znaleźliśmy w posiadłości.
Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sary Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Było widać jej gałkę oczną. Dobra, szukajmy wskazówek. Jest.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Gdzie jest wskazów? Aha.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is obvious that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Dobra, tutaj... O, tutaj.
Of course. Sary Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
A, pewnie tędy wyjdziemy i zaraz... A nie. Zejść na oddział psychiatryczny. No to chyba nie powinno być trudne. Drzwi są tutaj. Stuk, 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 stuk. A dźwięki jakie tutaj dochodzą, no to tak niezbyt zachęcająco.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Czy to znaczy, że przegraliśmy? Wow.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
A to jest ten!
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you! Now you won't be able to escape his will! What did it show you?
O,
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
a czemu nie?
All right.
Czemu nie?
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Może dałbyś mi tą spluwę? Przez całą rozgrywkę nie mieliśmy ani jednej broni. Nie zabiliśmy ani jednego przeciwnika. Nic. W porównaniu z tym, co się działo w mrocznych zakątkach ziemi, świata. I co, wchodzimy w styl Rambo?
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive.
Ale na tym zakończymy ten odcinek. Było strasznie dużo gadania, tekstu i tak dalej. No ale najwidoczniej od czasu do czasu takie odcinki muszą być. Dzięki wielkie za oglądanie i do usłyszenia w kolejnym. Trzymajcie się. Na razie.